Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be walking you around my house, showing you a few of my favorite antique store finds, thrift store finds, and like hand-me-downs from grandparents or family members or things that people have made for us. I think it's really important to make your house feel special and personalized, not with stuff that 45,000 other people can go and get at a retail store. So that's one reason that I love antique stores. I love thrift store shopping, you know, because more than likely you're not gonna know a person that has that same clock. So that's what I really go for. I'm always striving to be different and not like everybody else. So I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I'm really enjoying y'all's comments and hearing back from y'all and talking with y'all. It's really fun for me. So stay tuned. I'm fixing to be posting a lot more frequently, so be watching. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to show you is this bowl and pitcher. I got this at an antique store here where I live. I think it was like $30 for both the bowl and the pitcher. I think it is just beautiful, and I don't even know what brand it is or anything. There's nothing on it, but I just thought it was so pretty. And I just love pretty little dainty things like this for kitchen related stuff. So I just thought that was very, very cute. So I have this sitting on my kitchen counter right here. This little sign that says welcome to the Tidmores, my mom wrote that on there when we had our housewarming party a couple years ago, and I've just kept it on there ever since. These little towels, I don't know where these came from. My mom got these for me too, but they're just folded up, and I think she, you know, of course bought them like this, and I just left them wrapped up with this little twine. So I thought that was cute, just kind of sitting there as, you know, not a useful towel, but just something pretty. And then I was going to show you too that this paper towel holder, Skylar actually found this. I told him I was looking for one, and we were at an antique store one day, and I showed him one that I found, and it was cute. But he was walking around, and he came over to me, and he was like, I found it. I found the one. And so we ended up getting this one. It's got a little chicken on the top, and I just thought it was different. You know, it's not one that you can go and buy at a department store or Target, or, you know, just something where everybody can shop. So we have that for our paper towel holder. This little piece, I mentioned this in my house tour. This little shelf I got at an antique store, and I think it was like $60 or so. Which, you know, I mean, this stuff isn't priced like extremely well. It's not like thrift store pricing, but I mean, I would pay that or way more if I went and bought a shelf at a retail store that's brand new. So I'm perfectly happy with paying $65 for something like that. And I just have some little cookbooks on it. And then I found this little box, this little recipe box, and you can actually like organize it by appetizers, breakfast, main dishes, side dishes, you know, all that good stuff. And you can, you know, get the little cards that you can write on there the recipe. So I thought that was just cute, and I have taken like my grandmother's recipes and like written them on those cards and put them in there. So I love that little thing. That was off Etsy. And then I've got like some little teacups and like little saucers I found in antique stores as well. So I just love little dainty stuff like that. Like, so the next thing I want to show you is here in the laundry room. Like I said in my house tour, Skylar built this casing for my washer and dryer to go in. Well, he didn't really build it to go in it. He built the casing around the washer and dryer. But he also hung these shelves up here. And these baskets, I'm pretty sure all of these came from antique stores. If I love a good basket. If I'm in an antique store and I see a good basket, I don't care if I need one, if I have a use for it, if I have a spot for it, it doesn't matter. I will get it. And they're usually like really, really inexpensive. So we have like these two metal baskets on the end. They have like little locker numbers on them. I'm assuming they were used, you know, for, I don't know what they were used for, just ignore me. But anyway, we just store a lot of junk in there that we don't like to see. So instead of getting all matching baskets, I thought it was cute to have just all unmatching, and just looks very unique. Let's see, and then this picture over here, this is probably one of our newest things that we've gotten in our house. not new, but the newest edition. This is from Skylar's grandmother and grandfather. This is a picture of their farm that they had when they were younger, when they were like having kids and all that good stuff. So I love that because it's very sentimental. It was a picture of their farm that Skylar loves. Just really, really sweet. So I told his grandmother if she ever wanted to get rid of that picture, I would take it and put it in our house somewhere. And there's actually a little bug in there because it was hanging in her garage and it got stuck in there. And so I'm just leaving it. I don't care, whatever. So yeah, just, it's very special. I also showed y'all this in my house tour, this piece of furniture over here. It's like a hall tree, I guess the technical word for it, but it's like an old door, which it would be very easy to make this yourself. It's an old door and then it has the mirror attached and then like half of a table. I guess, I don't know how somebody thought of doing this. I would have never thought of it, but it's really interesting. But yeah, this is one of my favorite things that I've ever gotten at an antique store, and I probably will never get rid of it. Hanging on this, we have like old little hats like this. I thought that was the cutest hat, and if I ever wore it, I would take a picture and show y'all. But there's like a horse, what's it called? Reins halter, that's it. A horse halter up there that was from an antique store as well. And then Skylar's cowboy hat up there. That's something that we got when we were in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I just love that piece. It's just so cute to me. All right, so the next thing would be these doors. These doors came from an antique store, and I think that big one behind this one was cheaper than this one actually. I think that gray door back there was like $15. Don't ask me why, because it weighs like 200 pounds. I'm not joking. It's an actual real old door too. It's not like a look-alike or something to make look old. It's got this, you know, really old hardware on it where you can just tell like it was somewhere a long time ago. So yeah, that's some of my favorite things too. I think doors are just so pretty, just, you know, set in somebody's house, set up against the wall. And then that little one, it's not really even a door, but it has a handle, so I'm assuming it was like on a closet or on a cabinet, I don't know. But yeah, that one I think was like $40, so not the cheapest thing, but I thought it was just very unique. This little box down here is an actual old ammo box. I'm not sure from what year or anything like that, but I think it was $25. And it's got some like old wording on the side. I think it was probably used like in the military or something like that. But I just store some magazines in there. But yeah, I thought that was just a cute little thing to sit around. I used to have it sitting on my fireplace, and I had like some stuff sit on top of it, but you know me, I constantly move around. I got these mirrors yesterday. They're not from an antique store, they're from our store. And by the way, y'all, a lot of people have been asking questions about our store that I keep talking about. We do have a furniture store, my mom does, and that's where me and my husband work. But if I told y'all, if I told you the name of the store and told you like to go look at it online, you would not even think any of the stuff in the store, in my house, came from that store, because our store is beachy. We live in a coastal area, so we do a lot of condos and, you know, like beachy setups, beachy settings. So we don't really have Farmhouse and French Country and Shabby Chic. We've got a few little things, but not a lot. So if y'all were to go look at the website, y'all would be like, this is nothing like her house. Hey. You hear something? Do you hear something? Huh? Anyways, So yeah, thank y'all for wanting to know about our store, but it wouldn't really do any good because it's not anything like my house. Unfortunately, I just have to order, like special order a lot of my stuff that I get from companies that we have. So it's a lot of fun, you know, doing beachy, but I see that every day at work. So at home, I want something totally different, and I don't live near the beach. We live about 30 minutes or so from the beach. So our store is down there. We live up here in the country. Let's see. The next thing that I want to show you is this little spindle fence post thing. I'm really bad at explaining things. Oh, I told y'all I got those mirrors at my store yesterday. We ordered these when we went to market the last time. I saw them in a showroom and was like, yep, get 2 of those for sure, done. And now I don't know where I'm gonna put them. I just absolutely love them, and they look so much like me in my style, but I just do not know where I'm gonna put them. I thought about putting them on this wall, like on either side of those bird pictures, but I think that's just gonna be too much. Let me show you from a different angle. I just think I don't wanna fill up the whole room with wall decor. Like, I like to keep it a little bit more minimalist. So I just think that would be too much. So I had originally planned for them to go in our bedroom. Ignore my bedroom. We did not make the bed today. I had originally planned for them to go on either side of the dresser, but I've already hung those 2 window panes there and that little sign there, and I really like this, so I don't want to redo this. So I don't know where I'm gonna put them. I might just have to take them back to the store. So anyway, this little spindle thing over here that I found in an antique store, this was really cheap. I think this was like $20, and it's pretty big. I don't know if y'all can see because of the glare, but now I just put it here and on this little wreath on it for spring. And yeah, that's one of my favorite things that I've gotten. So I told y'all in my house tour video that I knew when I told Skylar that I wanted shelves on either side of the TV, that I wanted nothing but books. Like, I just wanted like mostly books, like 90%. So my mom and I have been on a mission the past 6 months to find a ton of books so I can turn them around backwards, you know, like I told y'all in the last video. So they're all the same color and they're all neutral. And me and her have looked up and found a couple thrift stores that have had like their books on sale the past few times we've been, and they were like, I don't even know, $3.99, and then they were 75% off. So they ended up being really inexpensive, and we got so many. I think I walked out of that thrift store with 85 books one day, and that wasn't my only trip. Mom got me a big old box of them for Christmas. That's what I asked for Christmas. I just said I want books. So she went and got me a lot, and yeah, we've just been filling these shelves up with a lot of books. But anyway, these shelves, I have put a couple little things on. My mom found these 2 little glasses. They're really old. I don't even know. I think they're real silver, but they're just the cutest little antique glasses. We were gonna use these for our wedding, but we ended up not using them. So this little jar came from Savannah, Georgia. My in-laws went there on vacation, and they went into an antique store while they were there, and they know how much I love antiques. And they got this little bottle, and on the tag, it says the bottle was found under a house in historic downtown Savannah, Georgia, circa 1890. It has the original cork and label, which I thought was like so cool. I mean, like, just think about where this thing has been and how it got under the house. I don't even know, but yeah. So thank you to my in-laws that got me that. And then I've got this little plant there that came from TJ Maxx. And then this little truck is something I also ordered at market from one of our companies. And it's a real little metal toy truck. This shelf, again, lots of books, but I do have a couple little, you know, personal things in here too. This little tree, what do you call this? Tree stump? It's not a stump. I don't know. It's part of a tree. It has our initials carved in it. My grandmother that threw us a wedding shower got this tree out of my great grandmother's yard and cut it up and got she or somebody, I can't remember who did it, but somebody carved our initials into it, and then we had it like sitting around the little wedding shower, like on the counter. So I thought that was so sweet and so special, and so now I'm gonna keep it on the shelf. This box right here is our wedding card box. So at our wedding, at the reception, we had a box that people could put cards in, and we had it opened, and it did have our initials right here, but I didn't like the font that it came with, so I just took the initials off. But yeah, we had that set up, and people could, you know, put their wedding cards in there. And so I've taken every single card that we got from our wedding and put it in this little box, and I have it sitting up here on this shelf along with our guest book. That book that was just sit on top of that box was our guest book, and my mom found this, I don't remember where, but it's really, really cool. It's like an old, actually I don't think it is old, I think it's made to look old. Let's see. So yeah, like we had this book opened at our wedding, and people signed it for our guest book and put us little notes in it, and I thought that was just the sweetest thing. I could cry just thinking about it. But yeah, I thought that was the cutest thing, and so I just have that sitting up here. I actually turned it around that way. I have it sitting right there on top of the wedding card box. And this chair here, I don't know if I talked about in my house tour video or not. I can't remember if I did. But it also came from an antique store, and I absolutely adore it. I've had it for a few years now, and I found it the way it is. I have not changed anything about it. It was already kind of white distressed and had like an oatmeal cream color linen cushion. This actually, I don't even think is a blanket. It's one of those table covers that is supposed to go on a table like that. And I just have it laying over that chair. I just love the little fringe on it. So in our bedroom, we have this bench at the foot of the bed, and I got this at an antique store, I believe was $25, and I absolutely love it. It's like the perfect size. It's real narrow, so it doesn't take up a lot of room. And then I just laid that burlap runner over it. And then this is probably in my top 3 most favorite things that I've ever gotten at an antique store before. I'm gonna take these off so you can really see, but it's a Webster's New International Dictionary, and I'm not gonna untie it because it's really hard to get these bows tied back because it's really old ribbon. It came with this dictionary, but we've opened it before and read on the inside, and it was from 1925. So I can't imagine where this book came from. Like, I don't even know where something that big would have been, like in a library or somewhere just really cool. So almost for a book to be almost 100 years old, I just think that alone is cool. I don't care what kind of book it is. If it's almost 100 years old, I'm all over it. And then these little books, I think, this little book I did get in an antique store. I thought that was just hilarious. It's an official bartender's guide. I don't even know what year this one's from. I think I have looked before, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, it does say it. It says copyright 1935 and up. So I guess, yeah, the first printing was January of 1935. Like, how cool is that? It's just beyond me. I just think that is so cool. And then this little book I got at an antique store too, and it's really old. I've never untied this one because it's almost fallen apart, but it did come with this lace ribbon around it, and it had a key already attached to it, which gives it a little something. So yeah, I just have those sitting there on the bench. My bathroom, I have this little stand here. Instead of buying like a very just generic toilet paper holder, I got this little stand, and we put the toilet paper on the bottom down there. And then this toilet paper holder, this came from our store actually. My mom and I found it at market, and we got 2 of them, one for her and one for me. So we never actually carried them in the store, but we just thought that was so cute. You actually only just take this little thing off, take that little bar off to change it. It's so simple. But yeah, and then I'll put little magazines in the little basket part. I love window panes, but everybody got on that bandwagon, and I started like not wanting to use a ton of them just because I don't want, like I said earlier, I don't want my house to look like everybody else's. But I do love this one. I thought that was really cool how it had this shelf attached to it and these hooks on the end. It just makes it different. It makes it different than a normal window pane that you can find anywhere pretty much nowadays. I love that. Ignore this. I told y'all last time, I'm trying to repaint. I'm trying to figure out what to do on these walls and I can't figure it out. So I keep putting swatches on the wall and Skylar's about to kill me. So just ignore that. And these antlers, I shouldn't call them antlers. That's probably not the correct terminology, but these elk horns, we got at an antique store as well. I mentioned these in my house tour video as well. These were $20. And I don't know, of course, how old they are or anything, but Skylar was with me one day when we were antique shopping and he saw them and was like, that is so cool. And they already had this wire attached to them that makes it really easy to hang on the wall. So it didn't have to have like a big mount to block or, you know, plaque type thing. So I thought that was just interesting, and they're huge. They don't even look as big on camera as they are in real life. I was gonna show y'all too is my couch. I've been getting quite a few questions about it. This sectional I ordered from our store, it is an off-white color. It's actually called vanilla, and it is sunbrella fabric. The only way that I could afford to do white with these two little hooligans would be to do sunbrella fabric, which if you don't know what that is, it's indoor-outdoor fabric, which makes it extremely durable. You can take the casings off of each cushion and wash it in the washing machine with regular detergent. You don't have to get it dry cleaned and go through the hassle of all that. So yeah, I love this sectional. The brand is Four Seasons. If you look them up online, I think it's shopfourseasons.com. But they are amazing, amazing quality. I've had this for about 3 years now, and I'm thinking about ordering a new slipcover just because I have had this one for so long and it's getting a little bit worn just from that little girl over there. But yeah, the fabric, I don't know if you can tell, it's getting real kind of nubby, which it's from her. If it wasn't from Molly, it probably wouldn't be real nubby like that, but it's just really getting worn. So the next time I order something, I'm thinking about not getting a fabric that she can pick. Like I need to get something more like it's like a smoother texture, but still sunbrella, because I cannot fathom the thought of getting something that I can't wash in the washing machine at home. I didn't have little Miss Molly when I bought this couch, or I wouldn't have ordered it. I wouldn't have ordered this fabric. No, I wouldn't, but I wouldn't trade her for the world. This was two fabrics that I brought home from the store. I thought would be pretty like throw pillows. I love these kind of fabrics. Absolutely love like taupe and white prints. And then this one I thought was really cute too. And I probably wouldn't mix the two together, but I do like them both. Like my rug has, you know, a good few shades of blue in it. And I'd love to kind of pull out some more of that blue, but I don't know. I just don't want to get too countrified with the stems of whatever that is, dandelions. I don't know. But y'all let me know what you think. Molly, do you want to tell the people bye? Do you want to tell them bye? Say thanks for watching. Say subscribe to our channel. And we'll be recording some more videos very soon. This is Milo, and he doesn't feel good. Say hey, buddy. So thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be posting a lot more frequently, like I said, so y'all subscribe and turn your notifications on so that way you'll know when I'm posting, and you can keep watching. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for all your support, and I will see you again soon. Bye.